Just 2 days ago, the waters were raging and overflowing this road. It's now been about 5 days since the hurricane hit us, and the waters have subsided. This is what that footage actually looks like. And here's some of the extensive damage caused from this hurricane. You're looking at a road that Mother Nature has taken over. This is the overflowing Santa Fe River. And this isn't my first rodeo with an overflowing Santa Fe River. If you're considering buying a home, look and see if you're in a flood zone. And if you are in a flood zone, make sure you understand the risk associated with living in a flood zone. Even while in a hurricane, our phones started ringing. Trees were falling and they were landing on people's houses. People's houses were being damaged by the waters gushing inside. Just trying to find ways and routes to get to people in need was difficult. There was trees down on every single road, and many vehicles were present. Emergency service vehicles, utility line workers, and arborists such as myself. Upon arrival at our emergency job, we find the road completely blocked. This is our customer's house, and his whole neighborhood is blocked. The ironic thing is we worked on these trees before, but during a hurricane, all bets are off. We can't save them all. Video of me out here helping out clear some streets. I just want to say, you don't have to be told to be a first responder. You can be a first responder without anybody telling you to. Hey, I hope everybody's safe during this tragic hurricane that we have here in Florida. It all comes down to priorities. Trees on houses are tragic, but they're not really a higher priority than trees blocking roadways, especially if there's multiple houses, due to the fact that emergency service vehicles may need access during these tough times. Trees down, broke a couple more, just clearing the roads, trying to make sure everybody can get home or away from home if they need to. During heavy rain events, the soil can become saturated, and saturated soil becomes a lot like a lubricated soil, and trees can have a friction failure. The roots can actually pull out from within the soil. This is after about 2 hours of cutting up that entire mess out of the road. And with the water mixed with the sawdust, it just creates a cake on your clothes, and you need a high pressure air compressor with a jet to get all this off. It's the only way to do it. A blower won't do it, and you don't want to go around with the hose in the yards and try to work all day with that. I think many times people are concerned with what a roof can stand as far as weight of a tree and stuff. And just to show you an example, like this roof had no problem holding the weight of this larger laurel oak. Just some minimal damage. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm still going to blow all this off, but there's just a little bit of damage over here by the soffit, and luckily damage on the soffit won't typically run into the house. It usually runs out of the house when it leaks, but I mean, it's pretty minimal. You got some damage here. This one did go through, and then a little bit of damage there, a little bit of damage there. So yeah, go ahead and pull that out of the roof. Sometimes trees give us an indication that they could be weaker than normal, like large cavities. This tree failed because of a large cavity. I also want to say that just because trees are dead doesn't mean that they're going to fall either, because even through a hurricane, some dead trees stood. Here at the Santa Fe River, the waters have subsided a lot. Here's some photos of how high the water was just a few nights ago. Now, this isn't the worst hurricane that we've ever had. Hurricane Irma during our lifetimes in 2017 was quite tragic as well. But even though the waters are subsiding and this hurricane seems to have started to pass and all the effects of the hurricane are starting to be overcome, there's still another Hurricane Ernesto on the horizon. If we were to take a hit from Hurricane Ernesto, I'm afraid that it could be worse than Hurricane Irma. But we really won't know until that happens. Hopefully, we dodge a bullet with Hurricane Ernesto.
65 miles per wind. It's starting to strengthen, making its impact tonight in Puerto Rico and the